Laid back Mickey here. Today we're going to talk about why custom trikes are disrupting the marketplace. And one of the cool customizations that I want to add to this trike right here is a big subscribe button. So you should go ahead and click on that. Here's one of the things about custom trikes you need to know is that custom trikes, they take longer to order. That's one of the reasons why I didn't carry them going back years ago. My methodology for our shop was the In-N-Out burger. And if you know anything about In-N-Out burger in California, right? They carried hamburgers, fries, and shakes or a Coke, right? They kept it very simple, easy to move people in and out. And that's kind of like cat trike and terrier trike, right? You get what you get. They're quick, they're easy. You know what you're gonna get, and you get in and out really fast. I noticed that a lot of people were asking about doing some sort of customization on their trike. I was reluctant to actually get into something that will slow our process down. Because if you think of how long it takes to get a custom trike, you're talking anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks. So they take longer to get into our shop. We have to build it up and then get out to the customer. And so if you want something custom, you gotta wait for it. You gotta be a little patient, but it's worth it. And the other thing is that customization is gonna be more expensive. Not more expensive because they're charging you more, but more expensive because you get more options. So you can choose anything from an inexpensive cassette with a derailleur, or you can go more custom into like a roll-off hub. And a roll-off hub is like a 14-speed internal hub that you can choose manual or electronic on it. So you could get as advanced as you want when you go into customization. Like the trike I have right here, the Tie Fly, I can choose whether I want an internal rear hub or I could go an internal front 18-speed pinion hub. And when you're getting into that type of customization, you're gonna be more expensive. It's gonna raise the price. One of the neat things that we do on ice a lot is their NVLO auto shift. And so that way you don't even have to think about shifting when you're riding. You just pedal and it'll shift for you. You come up to a hill and it shifts for you for the hill. You go down the hill, it'll shift for you into a different gear. It does it automatically. And so that's the cool thing about customization is you can choose what you want to customize. You can choose suspension or no suspension, maybe just rear suspension or full suspension. You have choices, and so you can make it any way you want, whatever your heart desires. Another cool thing about customization is that we can help more people and we can do more adaptive stuff. We can order from the factory customizable adaptive trikes if we want them adaptive. The neat thing about Ice and Azub is they have great online configurators. So you could go onto their website and you can configure exactly how you want that trike. In fact, one of the neat things that I started doing is I started to help people from all around the country call in and they set up a time with me. They go on my website and you can actually schedule Build Your Dream Trike with Laid Back Mickey. And I will actually walk you through the configurators and we'll go over each item and configure it together. Because a lot of times you go, I don't know what the difference between a roll-off hub, an NVLO hub, a Q's, Shimano external gearing, DI2, what does all this mean? And so I help walk you through it and figure out which one's gonna be best for where you ride, how you wanna ride. You get to adapt it to you and your riding style. The other cool thing is customization allows you to make your trike non-vanilla. So I know like some trike brands have like one color per trike, but let's take Azub for instance. Azub, you can make it any color you want. So you can choose the frame color, you can choose the handlebar colors, you can choose the rear stays where the rear wheel is. You can customize it into any color. Cool thing, Ice just this last year, they started to do a similar thing where you can choose your different colors on your trikes and they'll make a custom paint job for your trike. And so not only can you customize it to your personal preference and style, but you could also customize it to your riding style. And here's a neat thing that Azub came out with just this last year was they have a dual battery system to where you can get up to 240 miles in distance on one charge. You can't get that on anybody else. That's only through customization through Azub that you actually can get that new battery system. That's what customization is all about, you having the choices in your hand. I noticed more people from all over the country has been calling in, and we're doing more shipping of these trikes. I would say we ship more custom trikes than people actually come in and just order one off the floor. Because a lot of people that will come into my store will go, hey, I want a trike today to take out today. But the people that are doing customization on the trikes, they're willing to wait a little longer. I found that a lot of people that are ordering a custom trike may have already had a trike. And so they may be going, hey, I got into triking, I love it, but I didn't get the trike I wanted the first time. And now I want my dream trike. They're ready to spend the extra dough and get exactly what they want through customization. There's not a lot of shops that actually offer custom trikes. And the reason being is because it takes a more professional expert to help you with the process. Because not everybody knows about NVLO, roll-off, pinion, all these different parts and different battery systems, different ways to build your trike. They don't know about it. And so therefore they're just gonna go vanilla and give you exact, here's what we have on the floor. Customization takes a higher level of expertise, a higher level of knowledge. Since we've worked with thousands of people, we have the expertise and knowledge. So there's not a lot of bike shops out there that specialize in recumbent trikes. There's probably maybe a couple handfuls of shops across the nation that specialize in recumbent trikes. So when you go to a shop, you may go there and they may only have 1 or 2 brands with 0 customization offered at all. And so when you go to these specialty shops, they're gonna be a higher level of service, a higher level of knowledge. And if they carry one of the customizable brands, they're gonna be able to help assist you in making sure that you get the trike that you want. If you're looking for a custom trike and you wanna set up a one-on-one build your dream trike with Laid Back Mickey, just schedule a time to talk to me and we'll go ahead and help build your dream trike. If you wanna see another awesome video about trikes, go ahead and click on this next one.